guys? Welcome back to the Wild Chase. This week we're going to be talking about the COVID-19 coronavirus outbreak. I'm just kidding. We're actually going to be talking about hunting and fishing news as always. Again, this is the Wild Chase, the only place on YouTube where you can get all your up-to-date hunting, fishing, and outdoor news. Let's go ahead and begin. Alright, so you've been planning it for months. You're going to take your girlfriend down by the lake, go on a little hike, set up camp, and then just have a great weekend. All of a sudden, you see a grizzly bear. What do? That's right, you brought protection for this. You reach into your little bag, and you pull it out, a paintball gun. Well, according to David Bernhardt, that's actually a legitimate excuse you can use to defend yourself from a bear from now on. Now, to be fair, he didn't exactly say that you would defend yourself from a bear. It was to more haze bears away from your personal property. However, in a letter that he sent to U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, he did include paintball guns as well as rocks or pebbles or small stone objects being shot from a slingshot to deter bears in the future. To be clear, he's talking about bears intruding on private property, which has been increasing ever since grizzly bears have been labeled as an endangered species, and efforts have been made to start recovering their populations. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not so sure that I would trust my life with a paintball gun. I'm pretty sure that would do nothing more than really aggravate the bear and cause it to maul you. But I am really curious to see the first story of somebody shooting a bear with a paintball gun and actually scaring him off. So if one of you guys wants to do that, please send me the video and I promise you I will upload it to this channel. But again, he does specifically say paintball guns may be used to deter these bears from going on private property. So I'm really curious to see how that one turns out. If the last story piqued your interest enough to actually go ahead and buy a paintball gun and try this out on a grizzly bear, then there's good news for you. The first grizzly bear has been sighted in Yellowstone National Park this year. Not the first grizzly bear ever, obviously, but the first grizzly bear of the season. So that tells us that they are actually coming out of hibernation now, and we'll start seeing them more and more in Yellowstone National Park. So if you're going to be in Yellowstone National Park, make sure you have your protection on you. What do I and a pike have in common? Besides the fact that we're both great hunters and eat a lot of fish, we both enjoy a hearty breakfast of sausage and eggs. As you can see in the pictures shown above, Todd Taylor in Saskatchewan caught a pike and, like many anglers, decided to cut open the contents of its stomach to see what it was eating. He was pretty surprised when he found a breakfast of a cooked sausage and a hard-boiled egg, as well as 10 minnows inside the stomach. Now, it's not clear where this fish got this breakfast, but it looks like it ate another angler's breakfast that morning and then proceeded to be caught by Todd Taylor. I've never heard of a story like this before, but I'm sure anybody who's fished for pike can tell you that these are voracious animals and they will eat pretty much anything that comes in front of them. So again, I'm not sure how this breakfast came to be in front of a fish, but if it's there, I have no doubt that it would eat it. A petition has been presented to the Nevada Department of Wildlife concerning how it chooses who will receive a tag for its big game hunting season. In the past, there have been seasons where not a single max point holder has actually been chosen for a tag in his chosen game. If this doesn't make sense to some of you, or if you don't know how the big game draws work in some states there is a point system. However, the point system only allocates you more chances of drawing a tag. For example, if you have 25 points, you get 25 tickets in the box, versus a guy who has 1 point will only get 1 ticket in the box. So theoretically, a guy with 1 point can still draw a tag over a guy who's been applying for 25 years. A lot of people are upset about this system, especially guys who have been applying for their entire life and are tired of not being drawn and see people with less points than them being drawn. The issue highlighted in this proposal comes from 2018, where not a single California bighorn, Rocky Mountain bighorn, or Rocky Mountain goat was drawn. In the goat drawing, no one in the top 6 point groups drew a tag. According to the new proposal, at least 25% of the tags will be allocated to whoever has the most points in that game species, and each applicant will have fewer choices of where he wants to apply his points. Uh, this is for a few reasons. Obviously, to give people who have been saving up their points at least a portion of the available tags, and also to make sure that there's less pressure amongst all of the hunting areas by removing the number of choices that you have on where you're going to apply to hunt. I can understand where these people are coming from, because these species are very hard to get drawn for, and the way the system is right now, it benefits them, but it doesn't guarantee anything for these people who've been waiting for a while. If you're interested in checking out the petition for yourself, you can either find it in the description of this video, or you can go ahead and check out Nevada's Department of Wildlife site and find it on their website. All right, guys, before we go, the last thing, like always, we're going to give you an update on the upcoming draw deadlines for all lottery hunts. The first one is for New Mexico, all species. That's due by March 18th. And again, that's for either guided hunt or self-guided hunt. Every species in New Mexico, you have to have your application in before March 18th. For Utah, bonus points are due by March 19th. Again, you already missed the general draw, but if you would like to at least get your points in the system, you can purchase those before March 19th. For North Dakota, March 25th will be the upcoming sheep, elk, and moose deadline. I'm not sure if that's actually up on their site yet. At the time of recording, it's not, but by the time I publish this video, it might be up on their site. And then lastly, Washington black bear results should be up already. If you made that application, you can go ahead and check it out online. The results are posted. Turkey hunts are now closed in most of the lower 48. So if you didn't get your application in, then I'm sorry, all you have is a general tag now. And lastly, gator hunts for the South, none of them have yet been posted. We'll keep you guys updated on when those come out. Again, please go ahead and check out our Facebook page. It's 3 Dudes Outdoors. And go ahead and subscribe and like the video if you like what you're seeing. If you want to continue to hear more news about hunting, fishing, and general outdoors. Have a good one.